He invited the Alien Street Beggar to his house for shelter. Instead, she fell for him. It was the third year of Earth's open border agreement with the galactic settlements. While many humans still feared the influx of interstellar migrants, others welcomed them. For profit, politics, or peace. Eli Jameson was none of those. He was a mechanic, quiet and tired, living alone in the rusted edges of District 9, a place where broken robots and broken people lived side by side. He noticed her on a rainy Tuesday, curled up beside his trash unit, wearing a torn gray cloak and blinking at the sky as if it didn't belong to her. She didn't move when he approached. Her skin shimmered like liquid silver beneath layers of grime. Her eyes were too large, her hands too thin. Eli hesitated. She wasn't human. She was one of them. The beggar looked up at him and smiled. Not wide, not hungry, just grateful. "Are you lost?" Eli asked. She shook her head. Just tired. He didn't know what made him say it. Maybe it was the way she didn't flinch. Maybe it was the rain soaking through his jacket. Or maybe it was that she looked more human in her silence than most of the politicians on the news. "Come inside," he said. "I've got soup and towels." Her name, she said, was Soraya. She was from a planet Eli had never heard of. No Ketel, a moon drowned in mist and war. She had come on a refugee shuttle, been processed through the border camps, then dumped into the cities when her documents were delayed. For 6 weeks she lived on alleys and leftovers. "I thought Earth was better than this," she said softly, staring at the steam rising from a bowl. "We are," Eli muttered, "but only on paper." He gave her a place on the couch, fixed the heating in his spare room, let her borrow old clothes from his sister's closet. She moved carefully, as though she thought the walls might reject her. She always offered to clean, fix, help. But Eli didn't want help. He just didn't want her to be cold. One night, as he tightened bolts on a rusted hover scooter, Soraya sat beside him, legs crossed, watching closely. "You fix things like you're healing them," she said. He chuckled. "Machines don't lie. They just break. People are harder." She tilted her head. "And yet you still invited me in." Eli looked at her. "Because you didn't ask for anything. You didn't expect kindness." She smiled, the kind of smile that hurt to look at. "On my planet, we treat those who expect love with caution, but we cherish those who are surprised by it." Weeks passed. Her skin regained its shine. Her laugh became more frequent, and Eli found himself waiting for her voice in the mornings. He would pretend to be busy while she spoke about stars he'd never seen, music played through crystals, and how a people once believed humans were myths. He liked listening. She liked being heard. One evening, she stood in the doorway of his workshop, her cloak gone, her hair braided with copper wire. "I'm leaving," she said. Eli froze. "What?" "My documents cleared. I have the right to apply for a citizenship program in the core districts. Work, housing, community." "That's great," he said, though his heart pulled tight. "I leave tomorrow." Eli nodded. "Do you need help packing?" She laughed, short and pained. "No, I don't own much." He nodded again. "I'm glad for you." She waited. "That's all." "What do you want me to say?" "I don't know," she whispered. And then, quietly, she turned and left the room. That night, Eli couldn't sleep. He kept hearing her voice, the way it shook, the way she waited. He'd spent years alone, believing love was for louder people, bolder people. But Soraya had crept into his life without fanfare and filled it with something warm. He couldn't let her go. Not like this. Morning came. Her bag was packed. The car waited outside. She stood in the kitchen one last time, fingers brushing the chipped counter. "You'll take care of this place?" she asked. "I always do." "And yourself?" I'm better when you're here, he said. Finally, Soraya blinked. That's not fair. I know. I don't want to go, she said, voice breaking. But I have to. I have to believe I belong somewhere. You belong here. His voice cracked. With me. I'm not human, Eli. People will look at us like we're wrong. Let them. She laughed through her tears. You fix broken things. But I think this time, I'm the one fixing you. Then stay, he whispered. Please. The car honked. She stepped forward, reached for his hand, and placed something in his palm, a small glowing crystal. My memory stone. If you ever forget me, press it. And then, like a dream, she was gone. Days passed, then weeks. Eli kept the stone on his nightstand, untouched. He didn't want to remember what he hadn't yet lost hope for. Then, on the 30th day, there was a knock. He opened the door. She was there. No bags, no tears, just a smile. I joined the core program, she said, then left it. Why? Because I realized the house wasn't home. You were. Eli stepped back. She entered, and they never looked back. Years later, people spoke of a mechanic and an alien woman who lived quietly on the edge of District 9, fixing machines, rescuing lost drones, hosting dinners of forgotten souls. No grand speeches, no fame, just love, unexpected, unshakable, unconditional.